Hello everyone. I think we're live, right? Can you guys, if you are watching, please confirm me that we are live? Okay. Hello, Darshan Yogi. Yes. I think we're live, right? Can you guys, if you are watching, please confirm me that we are live? Sorry, actually, I was running in my background. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Yes. So, yeah, yeah, yes. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining. And please, okay, I'm audible, right? Then, okay, I hope you guys are doing very safe out there and partying hard. And Merry Christmas to you all. And thank you for just supporting us and constantly supporting us and just sharing your feedbacks. And so this time we're once again back with one new talk show on our platform named the Bug Bounty Confer. So where we will invite experienced bug hunters in this infosec field and who will share their experience with you all and who are just beginner in this field and will just get help from them. Okay, so without wasting time, so for this show we're having today's speaker, Mr. Paris Arora sir, as a guest speaker, and he will share his experience throughout his journey. Let me tell you this also that he is also a cybersecurity analyst as well as the red teamer, who is currently on the Synack Red Team, the member of Synack Red Team. So yes, welcoming you, sir, and it's a pleasure to have you on. And thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anshuman. So I guess I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir, you are audible, and
So
it's really our pleasure to have you on our show. And yes, so आप कैसे हैं सर अभी?
I'm totally fine.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
how you have been like in this lockdown? So, कैसा गया and how much productive and आपने क्या क्या चीजें की है? Obviously,
Uh,
you are doing bug in this field.
so
Yeah.
like in this lockdown, I spent most of my time trying some CDFs initially when the lockdown started on Hack the Box. Then I was into bug bounty, and I found few good bugs, and I tried to manage my rank in top 600 in on bug crowd from approx 30 to 40,000. So I jumped to 600, and yes, after that I joined SRT. I applied for it, I prepared for it, and now I'm member of SRT. So this I gained in this lockdown, and I qualified CEH. Other than that,
Okay, okay, that's great, sir. That's great, and congratulations for have like just making your journey to the Synack Red Team. It's a great thing, and also I am following you since long, so and I really hope to just doing like you, and just you're doing great. Thank you for being such an inspiration to me. And yes, so let's start. मैं पहले से start करता हूँ question करना, and gradually, if anyone having any question related to bug bounty, how you can start with in this field, and sir is the right person where you can ask just your doubts. And first let me ask you one question, that how you have started this bug bounty journey, like when you have realized that you are have having interest in this field and you are just exploring this thing. So
okay.
share your uh, yes, sir.
Okay, so in 2018, I just completed my studies regarding the ethical hacking. So when I completed that, that was a coincidence that I was just exploring one website of an IT organization. So
Okay.
what I was just going through that website and exploring that website to test my skills. So
Yes.
I got the administrator access to that company's website. After that,
Mhm.
like I reported that, and they interviewed me for the
Mhm.
security engineer position. So I was hired at that time in 2018 after that hack. So I joined that organization. After that, I shifted after 1 year completion of my 1 year. Like I came into Detox Technologies as a security analyst. So that was my beginning of my journey. And in bug bounties, yeah, like I'm quite active now. Like I've started in last 6 months. So I'm quite active from last 6 months in bug bounties.
Okay. So yes, that's great, sir. Like seriously, in this way, you are in this field, and yes, let me ask you one another question. That is, like, I'm a newbie and I want to start bug bounty. So how do you prefer? Like, what should you prefer? Like, how where to start and where, just generally like clear your concept, then go to bug bounty, or just manually just go through all the websites, checks all the things, then go to bug bounty. Or what do you prefer?
Okay, so starting in bug bounties, like all like I got many questions regarding this, like how to get started in bug bounties. So again, my answer will be the same. Like it is like some kind of orthodox answer. So I always suggest to start with OWASP attacks first, and then practice those attacks on DBWA, XBWA, some simulators which are already vulnerable with the vulnerabilities. So I
Okay.
usually suggest this. So after we get some hands-on experience on this XBW and DBWA, then we can
Mhm.
directly jump to some more learning platforms like Pentester Labs and
Mhm.
Attack Defense Academies and all Pentester Academy. So once we are into the Pentester Academy and Pentester Lab, we can then shift our focus side by side, our focus to the exploring real-time applications regarding hunting bugs. So like not just randomly we can like we have to like select targets based on the scope. I prefer large scope based targets which have wildcards like every subdomain in the scope. So I suggest and I prefer this so that we like have a huge intensity or like of bugs that can be reported on the target. So I basically prefer subdomains one, like who has a wildcard scope in and just look for every vulnerability, even if it's small, even if it's SPF or even it's IDOR. Like um, I'm just telling about from the basic from SPF to IDOR. That's a critical one. So you need to look for every single vulnerability,
Mhm.
whether it's like even a small vulnerability can pay you, and even if
Yes.
even like large vulnerability can just be ignored and can just let you like can get you some points on book crowd. So that's like that depends on the target and the organization, like how they deal with
Mhm.
your vulnerability.
Yes. Okay. Understood, sir. And my next question is like there are lots of platforms, right? There are individual also, just individual programs, as well as the crowdsource program like Bugcrowd, Integrity, HackerOn. So which platform is user friendly, like beginner friendly, and you would suggest to go there and hunt the bugs?
Yeah. So talking about platforms, I started on Bugcrowd. I have
Mm-hmm.
not hunted even a single bug on HackerOne or Integrity, but I
Okay.
joined them. But as a beginner now, taking like consideration of the present scenarios, I will
Mm-hmm.
suggest HackerOne and Integrity, and yes, we hack. So these are the
Mm-hmm.
platforms one can look for as a beginner and can hunt bugs on from these platforms.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And like what kind of things, like there are even I have started or I'm doing something in this field, like generally I don't get much time for bug bounty, but yes, I tried. But there are the things when it's come to the manual testing. What do you prefer? How to go, like starting from whenever we'll be going through the concept, like you have mentioned before, that go for WAP's top 10 attacks. So do you prefer for first manual, or otherwise just for just those using the tools? Which you do prefer?
Okay. So talking about tools and manual pen testing, it's a combination of both. When any bug hunter look wants to look for bugs, so combination
Mhm.
of both every bug hunter should look for. So like we used to automate this stuff and just keep on our VPS, so that automation scripts can run automatically and can get the results. After that,
Mhm.
pen tester or bug hunter has to validate those results manually. So on
Mhm.
every parameter we need to test, because scripts can always let you in false positives as well. So looking for if you are looking for criticals like IDA or privilege escalations, CSRFs, then obviously we
Okay.
need to go for manual pen testing. And if
Mhm.
we are just going for open redirects or XSS, so XSS also sometimes need manual pen testing. But if it is reflected in direct, like if it's easy one, then we can just fuzz the URLs and parameters, and we can just get the XSS executed directly on the application.
Okay. Okay, got it. And just I think someone has Darshan Yogi has asked you a question like how to use Shodan.io. Please share write-ups or something. So can
Okay.
you please show him us like
Okay.
if you
So
uh,
yeah,
yeah,
like I'll share my screen.
perfect then. Yes. Yeah, I am requesting all those who are like joining on the stream. So please ask your question, and your screen is visible now, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ask your question, whatever question you are having. Just sir is ready to answer all the questions, and sir is actually just the perfect one to who can guide you to start with in this field.
So, talking about Shodan, when we can see, so we need to refer Shodan guide initially when we are starting with Shodan, so we can explore
Mhm.
these things. It is already having some, you can say, some specific words or docs included in this guide, so we can use that guide and we can just explore the entire surface of the internet. Apart from it, if we are into bug bounty, if
Mhm.
we just want to hunt using Shodan and in bug bounty, then we can just go for Shodan docs for bug bounty, and we can place those
Mhm.
docs in like it is similar to a Google docking. Like we if I need to find the website, so I'll place star, and in URL, if I want admin, so I'll just go for admin. So it will place here many websites having the admin panel. So just
Mhm.
like the Google docking, we can go for Shodan. So it is slightly different than Google docking. So if we
Mhm.
need some specific targets, initially it was big IP. So this went very viral when big IP was this was a flaw in F5 big IP. So Shodan has also released the docs at that time, so we
Mhm.
can just what there is no I don't think there is any specific doc related to any single. We need to every time we need to just try these multiple things, multiple keywords to get the stuff done. So I have used three docs, you can see in my history. So I have used these three docs to find the F5 big IPs, and after that I was just hunting on that. So currently, yes, again, big IPs used by many of
Mhm.
the organizations, we can see here.
Yeah.
So but I guess it is the vulnerability is patched now. So but yes, we
Mhm.
can find like this way. So we
Mhm.
have some download, we have downloaded one file layer. So let's delete that once. So like this, like we can explore the Shodan, and yeah, I'll soon plan to write a for a write up on Shodan. So how to use it? Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, next question is from Mihir, who is asking about SRT team. So your approaches on SRT team, like you, what more about he wants to know about SRT team, your experience and how you able to get into there.
Okay. So SRT is basically private uh, platform on which some only like Bugcrowd is open to all. So SRT is not open to all. We can't just sign up and hunt on their targets. So basically, uh, there are some specific clients which are associated with Synack, and we need to qualify. Firstly, there are like few steps when we need to get shortlisted in Synack. First is profile
Mhm.
shortlisting. It is very, very, very main part in this overall selection process. If your profile is shortlisted once, then it will be easy, because after that you need to face the exam, and for that exam you will be getting enough time. So you'll be getting approx 7 days to
Mhm.
solve the exam,
Mhm.
and you'll be getting 4 challenges of web and 3 to 4 challenges of network. So you need to, if you want to switch into web applications first as a priority, then you need to solve the 4 challenges. Like if they are giving 5 or 3, so you need to
Mhm.
solve one category, whole one category you need to solve. You need to complete one single category at least to get selected. So in my uh, selection process, I got 4 challenges based on web and 3 on based on network. So I decided to go for web. So I solved 4 challenges. I guess it took me. Uh, I started at 11 p.m. and till 3 p.m. Sorry, three till 3 a.m. I have done approx 3 challenges, and in morning I submitted my fourth one. After that, they will contact you again, and they will just send you the that you have qualified or not. You, because you need to just write a good report, because everything after every hack or after every pen test, report writing is the main uh, part of any engagement. So after that we
Mhm.
need to write one good report. After that you
Mhm.
will be submitting that report based on your report and your flags which you have submitted on their platform. You'll be
Mhm.
like again moved ahead on another step. So in that they will just interview you.
Mhm.
So this is the whole journey, like interview part, and then again there will be one internal exam. That was not like, it is not related to technical, but yeah, internal exam will be just like a formality kind of thing based on their internal portals. So how the internal portals are working, how what are the options and all. So basically, yeah. So once profile is shortlisted and your exam is done, then you can get to SRT.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That's great. It's amazing. Just experience you are having. So yeah, our next question from Pratyaksh. It's he is asking the what's your take on Recon and what's your general approach on it.
Okay. So, if talking about, like, I'm specifically talk about myself, then Recon. Recently, I started using VPS. Before this, I was just using my Kali Linux VM, and I was just doing every stuff, like passing commands manually and then doing stuff. But recently, I started using VPS.
Mhm.
So I installed Beam, which was like made by Harsh Bothra. So I installed
Yeah.
that on my GPS, and
Mhm.
now things seems to be very easy, as that tool is just
Yes. Yes.
like doing everything, like just
Mhm.
find every parameter related to SQLi, SSRF, or its open redirect. So it is finding any everything. Once that recon part is done, after that I switched to manual pen testing. I used to verify every single parameter for every single bug. Like if that project beam like stored one, uh, you can say a few URLs in a folder of SQLi. So after that,
Mhm.
I need to test manually whether this is a false positive or whether we are able to find SQL on that particular parameter or not. So this is the
Mhm.
overall scenario of Recon. At the end, you have to do it manually.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, got your approach. And now it's here. I can. I'm like. I want to ask. My question is that, like, you have talked about VPS. So where you have set up your VPS, like, on Google Cloud or DigitalOcean, or there are lots of cloud platforms. So where do you prefer, and where we can set up our VPS for free, or maybe free for some time, or how you manage to do that?
So the VPS right now, which I'm using, is not actually like mine. It is a shared one with my one of my colleague. So we both are using that VPS right now. And
Mm-hmm.
if we'll talk about for cheap VPS, that yes, that is interserver.net. So you can,
Mm-hmm.
it's interserper server, interserver.net. So you can
Mm-hmm.
purchase a VPS, a basic VPS, which is like provided you by default on that website with the basic configurations, with 4 GB of RAM, I guess, or 2 GB of RAM. So you can purchase that in just 1 rupee, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't even need to add a credit card there. You can just pay with the Google Pay or your Phone Pay or any UPI or Paytm kind of
So how much
application.
you have said, sir? Sorry, how
It is
much?
yeah, 1 rupee only.
1 rupee.
Yeah, if you need to like spend less.
Okay.
And but what the thing is, like, you'll be getting some basic configurations like 2 or 4 GB of RAM, 2 GB, I guess. So I used that once, but after that, like, I shifted to Google Cloud right now.
Yeah.
So one can also use a VPS provided by DigitalOcean, and VPS from DigitalOcean, you can purchase it from starting range from $10 per month. It's about 700.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I have used that for free credit from Digital Oceans. I got for referral for that, and it actually just spent too quickly. It has just end up all the credits after it charges from your credit card or debit card, which you will be adding here. And also for the Google Cloud platform, I have used that. But yeah, for like compared to DigitalOcean, Google platform is much more better. You can just set up your own configuration and all, and so that it cost you less for that.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, and someone was asking about VPS. So can you just tell him what like is VPS? So I think there are many of us who are beginning in this field. That's why they are asking this question, and I have seen it on the comment section, the chat section.
Okay. So what is VPS, right? So, like, it's basically, you can say, a virtual machine which is like present on the cloud platform, which is not on your physical device. So it is on cloud platform, and you can use that. Like, you can just um, like, or what I can say in this, like, you can just use that for your continuous engagements or continuous work, and we don't need to turn that off if like our system, we need to turn it off, or we need to turn it off, like when we are at night, when we are just going to sleep, or if our systems are continuously running on a physical device, our device will get locked down, and after that, that work will stop because Wi-Fi will be disconnected. So in that case, VPS comes to the play. Like, we have our own copy of an operating systems, and we can just run our automation scripts on that platform, on that particular
Mhm.
machine,
Yeah.
and we don't need to turn off that. We can just like make that open for when till, and when we are just opening in next day. Like, how I use is, I turned it on and I just place my target in that VPS. So
Mhm.
next day when um I'll wake up and I'll just uh, turn on my VPS again, and I'll log in into my VPS, and we'll see that most of the data will be collected by the that automation scripts regarding the particular target. So yes, VPS is the better approach, I guess. And in this new, like, I guess this is the new era of bug hunting, where everyone is using VPS to hunt bugs rather than doing everything on their physical devices.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, got it. And yeah, that's the thing which I am seeing. Like every one of the bug hunters are using this BPS nowadays. Yeah, you're right. And our next question is, let's jump next question. Like Darshan is asking this tips for web cache poisoning.
Okay. So for web cache poisoning, what I will suggest, according to my understanding, is uh, I was not aware of this web cache poisoning, like, initially. So I practiced it on Portswigger Labs. So you can switch to Portswigger Academy, Portswigger Labs. So you can switch on that, and you can practice web cache poisoning from there. And, like, yes, they explained it very well. So you can
Mhm.
read that article present out there, and you can just practice on their labs. You can spend like a good amount of time there. So just don't rush like I need to do this in 1 day, or I want to do this in 2 days. Just give time to web cache poisoning, and after that, like you'll be like, yes, you can say that now you have the concepts of this particular attack.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Just yeah, I think you have got your answer, Darshan, and also he is asking about this question. Also, is mine also from my side. So I would like to modify my this question to mine. Like whenever like there are lots of open bug bounty programs which are on on the internet. So whenever we will mail some report for bug hunting, like let's talk about the POC. So for hacker on and bug crowd or whatever the so crowdsource platform, they are having certain, just we have to fill up the form. But whenever we'll be manually sending the report to open bug bounty programs, what are the tips for the beta so that they will consider our report as a valid bug or something? Sometimes what happened to me as well, that I sent the report but there was a valid bug, but I don't know, maybe I was failed to explain the issues with that, so they rejected that report. So, what your take on these tips for report writing?
Okay, so we used to write answers in exam.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we need to write reports while reporting the bugs. Like we have a we don't like we have one mindset in we have a common mindset that
Mm-hmm.
the one who will be reading our report is a technical person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't like put much effort in report writing, but that's not a part. If you have found some critical bug, so maybe the person reading your report is a CISO. Like CISO is obviously technical, is like CEO, and it's not necessary that CEO of every company is sounds technical. So you need to write the report like you are just explaining your entire solution in a layman language. If any person can, like yeah, just need to explain every single scenario, every single step with the screenshots, so that
Mm-hmm.
anyone can understand from your report. Like you need to mention the first vulnerable URL, then
Mm-hmm.
vulnerability name. So what you can do with that, and vulnerability name, after that description of that particular vulnerability, what is that vulnerability, then explain that what, like how you found that like steps to reproduce, steps to
Mm-hmm.
replicate that vulnerability. So write in steps, like one, I just visited this URL, I found this directory. Write each and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long procedure, but yes, you need to write every single thing. After that, write down the impact. So what you can do with that vulnerability, and what you are able to achieve, how you
Mm-hmm.
can harm that particular web application, and how you are able to harm that the data of any other user, or any other
Mm-hmm.
user, you can directly harm that particular web application, how what you are trying to achieve. And just show them correct POC. For if you prefer that you want to send the video, then just attach a video, or you can attach
Mm-hmm.
a proper screenshots of every step, and at the end provide the remediation or mitigation steps. So how to fix
Mm-hmm.
this vulnerability. So that is a correct approach according to me. And mitigation, like suggesting mitigation is important, and that's why you must have seen many posts on LinkedIn, Twitter as well, that a person is getting $1,000 bounty, but he is getting $500 extra just for a good report writing skills. So yes, you can always mention that mitigation part, so that your report can be considered on a priority.
That's really helpful to me as well. So I will, keep those points in my mind while reporting next time. And thank you for like such a good, just organized way you have told. I will try for sure. I think Darshan has been answered, and all who are just beginner in this field are being answered here. So now the main question, like which I am going to put here, and maybe this you will explain it very well, because this is really crazy question which he is asking, and I think you will be more than happy to answer it. So someone has asked, he is new here, and he asked that please can you say me from where can I start learning bug bounty and start earning. So the my main point to take this question to you, like because uh, when bug hunting comes into someone's mind, they first of all started thinking about earning money, taking bounties or something like that. So what your take on that? So what do you will suggest the beginners, because to chase for money or chase for concept or skills?
Yeah. So first point is, if I am getting everything regarding to bug bounty in my mind, if I am scrolling Twitter, I am seeing the screenshots of dollars and dollars, and if I am scrolling my LinkedIn, then I am seeing the screenshots regarding the bounties in dollars. So obviously my head will get full of these bug huntings, bug bounties and all. So I'll be curious to know about more about bug bounties, and I'll be curious to earn money like this. But again,
Mhm.
like if I'm not good in the concepts, if I'm not experienced well on the virtual, like on the simulators, and if I don't have any experience on
Mhm.
finding uh, bugs related to web applications on some already vulnerable applications. So I can't find bug on real time because I don't even know how the applications are working. I don't even know how the scenarios are there, and I don't
Mhm.
even know about any attack. So I can't
Yeah.
blindly find any single vulnerability. So first of all, you need to spend time on your learning part. You can just start from again. I'll suggest is just go through the OWASP OTG, which is OWASP testing guide. You can start learning from that. Make your own checklist. That checklist is kind of a thing like you need to define every single vulnerability you are getting into, uh, like regarding authentication or login logout functionalities. So mention
Mhm.
everything in your list and just plan the attacks accordingly. So apart from it, you can follow the right people on Twitter as well. So you will be getting a huge amount of write-ups there. Or you can just go through hackerone.com/activity for reading new articles every day, or new
Mhm.
articles every minute. They are not articles basically. They are the reports which are disclosed by HackerOne. They are the reports
Mhm.
which are submitted by some bug hunters, and you can directly read those reports. Apart from it, you can just go on Medium. You can
Mhm.
scroll Medium. You can find look for search for the stuff related to cybersecurity, bug hunting on Medium, and you'll be getting a lot of articles. If you want to learn about if you want to learn about a particular bug like XSS, then just jump to that Medium and just search about XSS. Or you can just go on one repository which is infosec write-ups on Medium. That is a huge, that consists of a huge amount of write-ups there related to every vulnerability. Or you can just go on to Pentester Land. So Pentester Land bug bounty tips or bug bounty write-ups. You can just
Mhm.
scroll through that, and you'll be finding every single article. Just press Control F in your search and type your XSS in your search bar, or type IDOR. So you'll be getting a huge amount of articles present out there, and you can just read every single article. So as a beginner, I'll suggest that understand the application and start reading the write-ups from different resources. You can go to Pentester Land. I'll suggest this because you'll be able to find refined results out there. So just
Mhm.
go for, if you're going for CSRF, then try to read 5 to 6 articles every day. So just
Mhm.
like we this way we can just begin our learning part when we are switching into bounty.
Mhm. That's great, and yeah, I think this answer helped a lot of beginner who are just seeking help from the experienced one. And I will jump to the next question, which is asked by Mihir again. So you said we should test all sort of vulnerabilities, but as a beginner, which one should I go with first?
Okay.
So please, yeah.
So in this question again has two sides. Like if I'm talking about pen testing, then every single vulnerability like SPF, clickjacking, in pen testing engagement, whether when you are dealing with corporates So you need to report this, because this is not a bug bounty platform. So we are not getting paid on every single bug, but we are here to secure our like client. So we need to report every single vulnerability, like SPF, clickjacking, or
Mhm.
DNS records, every single thing. But when we are talking about bug bounty, what I will suggest is like go for CSRF first. CSRF or authentication flow attacks, like right now, like many people are reporting no rate limiting on passwords and all. So I don't see a thing reporting those bugs. So go for some criticals at least. So CSRF, IDORs, and you can, if you are not, if you don't want to jump technically this much into the bug bounty right now as a beginner, then you can just like search for sensitive data exposure on GitHub or on various search engines. You can just explore Pastebin, CodePad, and Shodan or GitHub. GitHub is a huge GitHub consists of a huge data of every organization, I guess. So you
Mhm.
can just find the official rep of that organization, because in many situations, companies will only accept the data leaked in the official repository. So you can just go there, find their official repository using Google, and then use you can use some of your docs. Like
Mhm.
let me show you one. This is not that technical, so we can hunt these kind of data easily. I guess my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, your screen is visible.
What we can do is like Bugcrowd, GitHub. If we can find the official Bugcrowd report, so we can place organization and name and GitHub, so we are able to find the official repository or official account of that particular organization. After that, you can use organization in between, and then we can use our keyword what we need to
Sorry,
find.
sir. Can you please zoom in the screen so that it will be more visible? I think.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
perfect.
So I used once I found that. But let me do that again. So once I found the official account of Bugcrowd on GitHub, then I'll just place one doc here. Organization in between, which means in this which is already stating that in this organization. Yes, I need to explore this organization only. So I need to find the keyword password. So in place of password, you what you can do is API key is equals to, or secret is equals to. When you will be searching for secret, then it will get your results in like API secret, client secret, user secret, AWS secret. But if you will specify this kind of thing, AWS secret, then it will only specifically look for AWS secret or user secret. So I'll suggest this kind of generic things so that we can get a good amount of results. So you can always go to the codes and read
Mhm.
these if you are able to find some sensitive data. So I'll suggest sensitive data exposure, yes, so that
Mhm.
we can on that we can hunt on and report to the specific organization, and this will not
Mhm.
take your much skills. Don't need much skills. Yes, you can read good write-ups regarding the GitHub docking, but bug
Mhm.
bounties you can search. Always search these kind of words on Google, and you'll able to find many good medium write-ups over out there.
Yeah, yeah, that's helpful, really helpful. And let's jump into the next question, which is asked by Pratyaksh itself. What are the most common bug type you seen on any website you hunt on?
Okay, so I personally like I like my priority lists are CSRF, IDOR, and privilege escalations. And the bug I have commonly seen is IDOR and skill injection. But it's difficult to find skill injection. But in my case, like if I have hunted on few targets, then I was able to find. But right now, I'm not getting skill injections. So yes, but IDOR is, you can say, you can hunt on. And yes, I've reported good amount of IDORs recently on McCrowd. So yeah, IDOR is
Mhm.
is like on my priority list, and yes.
Okay. Okay. So also, yeah, I am also from today onwards, I will be working on idol. Thank you. And yeah, next question is from Darshan again, and he wants to know about your experience of being a hackers in society. your experience you wants to know.
Okay, so I don't feel like a man who is having superpowers in his hand. So I don't feel like that, honestly. So I'm just I consider myself as a normal pen tester here in this community, and
Mhm.
I like there is nothing much amazing there out there. But if you are getting bounties every day, then you can say that yes, something amazing is happening every day. So yes, that's an amazing part. But apart from it, if you're talking about hacking stuff and all, like hacking phones systems of any random people, yep, that sounds amazing, but actually that's not amazing. So this is how the amazing word described here.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. So yeah, even that the one more issue with those like who are bag hunters or whatever cybersecurity researchers, just like those who don't know about anything about this field, they spam like hack the Instagram, hack Facebook, hack this, hack that. So this kind of just messages we just get and get bored of. I think you must have got those kind of requests. Sir, please hack my Instagram, or someone has hacked my Instagram. Please, can you hack him or her? Something like that. I think you must have
Yeah.
got those kind of requests.
So if you are mentioning somewhere on the social platform on Facebook or on Instagram that you are engaged in
Mhm.
cybersecurity, or the cybersecurity guy, and you are the hacker guy, ethical hacker. So they don't know what ethical hacking means basically. So they just read out the word hack, and they'll just text you that can you please help me, my Facebook was hacked, or can you help me hack one Facebook account. So yes, this kind of like things are very common when you write down your uh,
Mhm.
hacking related specific words in your bio of any Instagram or Facebook.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, our next question is from Akash, who is asking about what are the most common issues you have faced while doing bug bounty.
Okay, so loss of patience. So initially, I was not that much patient. Like while doing bug bounty, I was trying to get bugs really soon. Like I was just expecting that I'll spend my few minutes and I'll get a bug. But yeah, that's not a part, or that's not the main thing here in bug bounty. You need to spend a good amount of time on a single target.
Mhm.
According to my experience, I saw a huge difference in myself when I used to spend few minutes or few hours on a target. And recently, I told you about like when I jumped from like from back rank on to 600 in Backrout. So I targeted one private program, and on that private program I spent my 1 month, and yes,
Mhm.
I got really good results that I scored 300 points on that single target I got. So if you are if you have patience, then you can like score good. If you are like your mind is exhausted, then just shut down your laptop, close your books and all, just stay away from your system for few minutes, or you can say 2 to 3 hours. Just stay away from it, and after that come back with a refreshed mind and again start hunting. If you are getting, yeah, if you are like exhausted again, and if you are losing your motivation, then just
Mhm.
look out the guys on the LinkedIn or Twitter. Just see their screenshots that they are scoring a huge amount of bounty.
Yeah,
Then obviously you will be getting motivation again.
yeah, yeah. That happens a lot to me even. And yeah, and next question is from a quick out of scope doubt. Yeah, that's actually a lot of question coming from like the certification, about certification. What do about think certification?
Okay.
Like you,
So,
yeah.
talking about EJPT, yes, EJPT from Elan Security is really good. Is actually a good, you can say. Uh, like I was personally like I was trying to switch my CH. I was not like not. I don't want to give the CH. Actually, I was I want that I should give EJPT, but the industry demands initially. You need to see, you can't do everything based on your choices initially. If you're starting your career in cybersecurity, then obviously you need to just keep in mind that you need to enter the corporate market and you need to somehow work according to that. So yes, you can go for EJPT. Uh, but in India, I guess entry level certificate is again CH is considered as an entry level certificate till now. But
Mhm.
yes, content of EJPT is I read that and it's good. So there is no harm if you are going for EJPT. Like it's really good certification, I can say.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I think it is helpful to who have asked this question, right? Now the next question actually it's doubtful to me as well, but I'm not understanding like what or he or she wants to ask. Like during bug bounty, how can we save our site? VPN is enough, so I don't know. Like what?
So actually, I'm not able to understand the question. Actually, like, what is the question? Like, bug bounty. How can we save our site?
Like
Okay.
save
So
our site ourselves maybe.
yeah. Right. So maybe the guy is asking about like if we are doing bug bounty. So how
Mhm.
we can like stay anonymous? We use VPN and is that enough to the to keep our anonymity? So again, if you are hunting on some target which is allowing you or any security researcher to hunt on, then you don't worry about that anonymity. Don't worry about VPNs. You can directly hunt on that because they are inviting security researchers to hunt on them. And
Mhm.
if you are not targeting the responsible disclosure programs and or the programs you are not getting any invitation from, or the
Mhm.
companies who are not inviting security researchers,
Mhm.
then for that I guess you don't need to hunt on that program. Don't go for that those programs, because even if you'll be able to manage to find the bug, but even if it's critical, so they'll not reply you. So that will be a wastage of your time, wastage of your effort, and ultimately that organization can like backfire you, like they can just
Also,
report
yeah,
you.
that's also happened. One of some guy know I know like maybe there was a one guy who tried the same and the company like was trying to sue him, and then after no just like for the consideration they didn't put any charge on him, but what they like just take the advantage and just tell him to just check all the vulnerability, make all the vulnerability reports of that particular site, like that. Basically the point is the company used the guy who was trying to hack the particular site.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so the next question from Akash is again like, is there any bug you have found repeatedly and any place where you feel people commonly neglect security in particular section?
So yeah, again, like CSRF and IDOPS are very common. Like I found that very repeatedly. So
Mhm.
and one is like access, like you can say ACL break in URLs
Mhm.
where you can directly access the functionalities which you are not assigned to. Let's suppose you have user account one and admin account one. If you are not
Mhm.
assigned to the functionality which is assigned in admin account and you are directly
Mhm.
hitting that URL, so you will be able to log in. Or sorry, you will be able to explore that functionality. So this is the
Okay.
bug you will be able to find very commonly and very repeatedly in the same application again and again on different endpoints. Like there are four features. Let's suppose there are four features. You have able to find the thing on one, and again, uh, actually the developer should implement the ACLs on the whole of the application, but sometimes they don't implement on the application wide. So yes, you can always check for
Mhm.
ACL breaks on the using different user roles on the application.
Okay. Okay. So got it. And another question from the Instagram stories, like we have put the question section from there. We have got lot of bunch of questions, but the main question which I got most interesting is that like there is a question how to select subdomain among all the subdomains for testing to get minimum bounty by hacking. Like the main question is that like we get lots of subdomains, right? So how to know in which subdomain we can get we have the chances to get the bounties, something like that, or how to select that?
Okay, so if you are having dozens of subdomains in your hand, and if you have resolved, firstly, try to resolve them. So many of
Mhm,
you'll find that many of subdomains will not work. But
mhm,
even if let's suppose we have 100 subdomains and those are working, 100
mhm,
subdomains are working, then just cat your file. That means like cat your txt file and just grab the keywords like staging, dev, AWS, S3.
mhm,
So sometimes you will be able to find S3 domains where you will be able to find buckets out over there, and you can just use AWS CLI and just try to ls that contents of that bucket. And if you are not
mhm,
able to just, see that content, then that is not, I guess, don't think that's of any use. And for this you
mhm,
can always refer to uh, an article which is misconfigured S3 access controls, written by Harsh Bothra on his Medium. So you can find that amazing article on Medium, and you can every step is very like presented very with very much clarity out there, and you'll be able to replicate the things easily. So yes, graph for words, staging, dev, because the developer environment is continuously updating by developers of any organization. So it's that is more vulnerable. If you are able to access the dev environment, then I suppose that is more vulnerable as compared to the production environment, because initially the changes are committed to the developer environment. After that they are moved on production once they are good to go with. So you can initially check for dev environments and staging environments.
mhm,
Even if you are able to manage the find some bugs out there, yes,
mhm.
then don't need to focus on that production environment. Just hunt for more vulnerabilities on the same environment, and you'll be able to like get bounties easily on this kind of
Okay.
environment.
Okay. I think this is helpful to no, to the who asked on this Instagram. And yeah, we are having one question, interesting question from Yogesh Jain, who is asking, "What's your opinion about other Synack like companies like Cobalt and other security research companies? Where are the best opportunities for an intermediate bounty hunter?"
Okay, so if I'll talk about platform like Synack and other security research companies like Cobalt. So first of all, there is a huge
Mm-hmm.
difference between Synack and Cobalt. Synack is just a bug bounty platform, so we can just
Mm-hmm.
be a member out there and we can hunt bugs on their clients. And Cobalt is a complete pen testing platform. So Cobalt is
Mm-hmm.
basically a pen testing company. So you'll be hired as a pen tester there, not a bug hunter. So you just don't need to focus on every bug bounty kind of attack. You also need to focus on a few non-exploitable issues also, like TLS misconfigurations or header misconfigurations, because what they are expecting is that again, that is a corporate one, so that is related to pen testing. So you need to secure their client by reporting every single vulnerability, even if it's click checking on sensitive pages, or just a long password, if they are accepting the long password or the short passwords. So this doesn't cause any harm in bug bounty industry. But yes, in talking about companies like Cobalt, so yes, you can report these kind of stuff. And the best opportunities for an intermediate bounty hunter, you can just apply for your full-time jobs in the industry. You can present your experience in bug bounties. Like they will obviously help your resume or profile get shortlisted, and after that
Mm-hmm.
it is all based on interviews.
Yeah. Okay, I think he got the question answer. And again, one he is asking about, do you use any Burpsuite Professional or any new Mozilla Firefox, not the old one, which generally known extensions? If yes, which are the necessary one?
I'm using Burpsuit Professional, and I don't use extensions much in my Firefox or in any other browser. I just use my like cookie editor and the Foxy proxy to get connected to my proxy easily. So other than that, I don't use any further advanced or bug bounty kind of extensions which are presented out there in the market. So I don't use that. I use Bubsuit, yeah. And other than
Mhm.
that, I am using my Linux environment like door search tools. There are various tools like for subdomain takeovers. I'm having 8 tools in my list. So I use 8 tools to find subdomains and for finding the takeovers. So yes, like not the extension one.
Okay, okay, and that's great. And I think we are short on time, guys. And thank you for questions, sir. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. Like, if you are having any kind of doubt, sir is there, and sir's handles, social media handles on the descriptions. Okay, go and get connect with the Paras sir, and he will certainly help you out in this field. And main thing is that like this is our promotion, like the cliche line which I'm gonna tell you, that please do like and subscribe this just channel. This will give us the motivation to just do this kind of shows for you guys. And please do comment below and give us the feedback, so that we could get to know that yeah, you are liking it or not, what kind of thing which we are like going to improve, so that you will get help from that. And yes, anything we want to share with uh, everyone, sir?
Uh, last is the same. Like learning never stops, and the infosec is the community where we need to learn every day.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and yeah.
So okay, so I think you guys are like got a really good, just clarity about bug bounty platforms and bug bounty, how you can start with for the beginners and also the intermediate one who are just into this field and not going, just getting much opportunities. I think you are clear with. And if any you have any just help, just ping him. And we are in community, do join our Discord, so ask your question also there, so that we can make a big impact in this community, as just to help out those beginner. Okay, someone is asking about your LinkedIn profile link, so I
Okay.
think it's mentioned there. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can share on the chat, sir.
Okay.
Just you can copy paste the chat. Yeah, you can just Sir is sharing the link on the chat, you can get connect with him also. You can ask him on Instagram and Twitter also. Sir, are you sharing the link?
Yeah, I already like shared that, I guess, in the live
Okay,
video. Yeah.
okay, okay. Okay, sir already shared on. Okay, okay, and now thank you everyone for joining, and thank you, sir, for being a part of, just for being our speaker. And we are ending this broadcast here. And thank you very much everyone once again, and good night to everyone.
Thanks, Ansuman. Thank you so much.